welcome. Thank you so much for visiting. I'm here with Jeff Lepard. For those of you who wonder what on earth I talk about all the time when I say that I work with somebody every day, and he's got 3 YouTube channels. This is my friend. We've known each other probably for 15 years. So he's offered to take me out for dinner for birthday.
Yep.
And it's the first time we've been able to do this because usually I'm out of town, and this year I happen to be working with Jeff today. So we worked all day, and we're just out for what will probably be a quick meal, maybe a drink, maybe slightly more than one, but not too many. But thank you everybody for coming in. Jaden, good to see you. Niche Motivates Inspiration, it's good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Boss Lady Denise and SC Fam, thank you both for coming in. Janetti's Corner has actually been with me for quite some time. And Mark the Shark, it's good to see you here as well. Vern's Junk Closet, my YouTube BFF is in the house. Jeff's seen me a million times when I'm at his place on my other computer watching Vern's Junk Closet. She's the YT cheerleader. There's my love, Kristen Welton. Forgive me, I didn't text you right before I went on because we're scrambling to get all these phones and devices and everything figured out how we're going to stream for right now. But thank you for coming in, my love. Scratch and PPA is in the house, and everybody can feel free to connect with each other. Almost everybody that's going to come in here today will have a channel. Thrill Seeks, good to see you here. Thank you all for visiting. We, like I said, I'm just out of town because Jeff and I have been working, so he offered to bring me out, and this is the official
the first birthday cheers.
There it is.
Cheers, happy birthday, Kevin. Alrighty.
We're at one of our favorite places. It's close to Jeff's place where we work out of, and it's called Chuck's Roadhouse. For those of you not in Canada, I'm not sure if they have any outside of Canada. It's a really fast-growing chain. It's not much different than any others that you see anywhere else. I'll try to give you just the littlest look around. I don't want to be too invasive to everybody else's privacy, but you know, your average place. But the prices here are out of control.
Yep.
So, since Jeff's paying, I might get something different and let him rack the bill like right up. But
big ups,
Mark the Shark just put a stop to that. thank you so much for that. Cheers. Mark the Shark. Thank you.
Awesome, Mark.
Mark originally comes to us from Two Pineapples. He's an incredibly supportive creator, part of the Tuber Chat family, of course, but also a moderator on the Copyright Free Music channel. And thank you everybody for coming in. John H. Shelton, he's actually got a couple of channels. And for those of you who haven't seen it before, Travel Fun 69 is one of Jeff's 3 channels that I run with him. So you can check that out if you'd like to. It gets a little more adult oriented over there, so you
Not
just want to
PG.
beware.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the Tuber Chat family, we have people of all ages, including teenagers and things like that, which is fine. But you want to just beware of that, but I'm sure we'll be okay. But thank you everybody for visiting. You know, I wish we could do more of a big bash and party and everything else, but the state of the world makes us grateful to even be able to get out and have a meal. So Jeff's got the menu here. He's firing that thing open. I don't know
you
what
get
we're
to
gonna
see
do.
a bit of a mukbang. Mukbang is like, I guess, that Korean term of, you know, where you watch people eat. You're going to watch people eat. So we're going to order, and literally you're going to watch us eat.
we got a good handful of actually mukbang channels that come through, that are connected to all of us, and they do a much better job than we're going to do for you here right now. But we are going to fire away some kind of a meal. We come here often, and they have a really cool thing right now. I wonder if this.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if I can show you if you're even going to be able to see. It looks to me like my camera is backwards right now.
25. Yeah, right there.
So look at this. Ironically, they call this Thrive 25, and I know it looks backwards, but what they do is you can buy a gift card here. So let's say you're planning on coming, you could buy $100. They give you a $25 bonus, and it lasts for like a few months. You got to use it up, but it's cool because 25% off anything is no joke these days, right? Don Arnold also comes to us from Two Pineapples. Thank you so much for coming in. And Sam's Lodge Trains and More is a dear friend. Thank you for coming in as well. And a rating in from Sam's. Thank you for that. Sam was doing channel reviews. Forgive me, I couldn't come in. We were literally working We got home, threw our clothes in the air, let them land on us, and came over here. We had to switch up that fast, but we're closing down our construction season. So Jeff owns a construction company called Do It All Ceiling. This is where I am Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But we work right up until Christmas Eve. Like literally, he'll still be working on Friday when I leave, right? Jeremy D-Day, good to see you here. He's been with me for all this time, for 2 years at least. You remember the Hoops Family Network introduced Jeremy D-Day. Wow. So for those of you who haven't met him already, this is Jeff Lepard. And this is what I talk about when I say, you know, we've got a few different channels going. He's got 3, and we're actually going to look at one of them later, where I'm just going to go live here for an hour right now, and then we'll continue afterwards. Thank you one more time, Mark the Shark, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. Beer on Mark somehow tastes better.
Yeah, that's true. Well, did you ever notice that free beer or food tastes better than when you're paying?
There's something
it's his
about
birthday
it.
boy anyway, so it better taste good today.
The funny thing is, too, we come here so
I think,
often.
I think I know what I want, but
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if he...
know what I want,
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to order.
And you get just Chuck's Burger, but with a Caesar salad instead of the fries, yeah.
I'll do the Montreal... Oh, actually, was I going to do that one? I think, yeah, I'll do the Montreal sandwich, I guess. Fries is good, yeah. And I wonder if I should get something else.
Or you want to save it for after, because we're still going to be going. Remember what we're talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll keep the salad. Okay, yeah, then just the fries. Yeah, that's okay.
I'll
Yep.
keep 1 minute just in case.
Yep, no worries. Thanks.
The reason why I'm interfering in Jeff's food order is because we talked about the idea. So I'm going live right now just for about an hour. No matter what, I'm going to cut it off. And then he's actually going to go live on one of his other channels that we described, Travel Fun 69, that's in the chat there. And then we'll do that for a little while after. So if we're going to have more than one drink, it'll be on that channel. If we're going to eat something else, it'll be over there. Thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More as well. I appreciate that also. Beers on Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More sounds good as well. Nice. And Mark Vincent, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Mark Vincent was somebody that I met up with. For those of you who saw one of the streams I did in Niagara Falls, we went to Niagara on the Lake, and I met up with him and his family, and that was cool because we had a really good look around. So thank you for coming in.
Big up Sam's. That's nice.
Forgive me, I'm saying hello to everybody in the chat, but I'm not reading the messages well enough. Like you guys know that I'm trying to get better at, but never seem to be.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for all the happy birthday wishes. Usually we drink Corona, S&C fam. So Jeff and I both have similar taste when it comes to what we like to drink regularly. We drink Radlers often. I don't drink very much ever at all. We both don't drink much. We used to work in nightclubs together, and it used to be a different story. But we used to drink a lot of different things. But our go-to is Corona. Yep. But when we come here, they have specials on Miller Lite, so we get that because it's just habit now more than anything. And David Dews, have you got a second channel that I forget about? That might be Thrill Seeks, right? And Janetti's Corner, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's doing spectacularly now. For those of you who haven't kept up, I think last count was 12,000 subscribers or something like that. It's growing like crazy,
Jeanette.
but
Awesome.
thank you for that.
Wow, big ups, man.
Gemini Lee, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, we're always good. So hopefully everybody in the chat as well also. So I have my Nightbot set up to give us weather reports from Niagara Falls, but we're only an hour and a half away from what would be Toronto. We're actually closer to Pickering right now, which is just east of Toronto, so the weather's close enough. Oh, back up for playlists. Yes, Thrill Seeks is getting very close to monetization. So, yeah, he'll be firing off a lot of playlist swapping with other creators for the purpose of jumping watch hours up. So the interesting thing is, like, you know, most of you know I have 2 channels. They're both monetized. Jeff has 3. They're all monetized. So we're at this, and we're luckily able to help a lot of people. David's only got 125 hours left to go on Thrill Seeks, which is fantastic. And he does theme park and roller coaster footage on his channel more than anything else.
Gemini Lee, how you doing? Thanks for popping in for Kevin's birthday, aka Lisa. Thank you.
Oh, Lisa, thank you very much. Yes. And thank you, Janetti's Corner, for the share as well. So thank you, everybody, for this generosity. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated,
Absolutely,
as Jeff always
yep.
says. But thank you for that.
Yeah, that's very nice. That's actually, taking care of his beers. Never mind mine. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take care of the whole thing anyway. But that's his birthday thing. But in reciprocation, thank you for doing that for his birthday.
Yes,
but it just keeps coming back, because even if you guys took care of that, I'm going to keep taking care of him anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Yeah.
The funny thing is that we're actually behind one. Jeff paid last week we came here, Jeff paid, so he's on too. So next week is on me, and I'm expecting him no discounts.
That's right.
Rack it up.
Order it up, steak it up now, whatever, it's all good.
The How-To Lady, good to see you here. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity that comes through our Tuber Chat family, and our mutual friend Happy Lux, now with 55,000 subscribers, has just come into the house. Thank
Congratulations,
you for coming in.
Happy Lux. Big ups, brother.
My dear friend from Luxembourg. Yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody too. We actually ran into one of Jeff's in real life friends, if you want to call it that. They're here celebrating a birthday as well. So a lot of Christmas babies. I don't know if that's everywhere in the world, but in Canada there is. So I won't get too far into the story, but it tells me that March break is a really big week in Canada, and results in a lot of that.
Yeah.
But that's just a thought. Not saying I'm right. You'll tell when you look at your Facebook and you see how many birthdays are going on right now. I think something's definitely up. When we used to work in nightclubs and this and that, I was a DJ for a long time, and I would always say something when I had too many birthdays in one night. I'd say, let me count and see how far back we think that happened. And thank you, Pete, for reminding everybody to like and share. I really do appreciate that. So Sam's working on just about 300 hours. Very cool. We've got a few channels. One of our moderators, Hilda, just got monetized. Makeup Mom and Son is up for monetization any second now. Sam Slogs Trains and More and Thrill Seeks have been dear friends to the Tuber Chat family for a long, long time, and they're going to be monetized any minute too. So we're so happy for everybody to do that. Thank you, Happy Lux, my dear friend, for the well wishes. Modest Moon Gazer, good to see you here. Thank you for the birthday wishes from everybody. Jeff and I are just having a quick meal here and a drink, or maybe more than one.
Yep. Yeah,
this is Jeff
birthday,
Lepard.
might as well.
Jeff Lepard recently crossed 17,000 subscribers on the main channel. Why can't I keep track? Travel Fund has 4,000 and something.
4,400 on that one.
And Do It All Ceiling has another couple of thousand. Yep. So we're not doing too badly. And it's all growing, which is good.
Yep.
So thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm so happy for all the creators that took part in Vlogmas. That's something I haven't even tried to do. You've seen a lot of people doing Vlogmas, where they do the one video every day for 24 days. It's quite a undertaking. And I'm gonna miss somebody. Jesse Miller Unboxings and More, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. That's a creator with a really dedicated following, because a lot of times in Tuber Chat we'll have somebody say, hey, where's Jesse Miller? It's the weirdest thing, because it's the only person that happens for so often. So they're definitely having some kind of an influence on their following. Just give everybody a quick look around again. So this is Chuck's Roadhouse where we are.
It's actually not that, there's still a lot of people here. It's not that busy, but you got to remember, the Leaf game I think was canceled, and the basketball was postponed. So yeah.
Raptors are playing tonight, I believe, at 8 o'clock, and then the Leafs was postponed till tomorrow. For these, I don't know why. I'm not like any kind of a huge fan. I don't think either of us are. But when we come here, there's often events, and of course, we always go for our own teams, right?
Yep.
Hopefully everybody's doing okay. There's Makeup Mom and Son right now. Her ears were ringing because we were just talking about her. She's going to be monetized any second. Literally. And then, of course, all of you know my love, Kristen Welton, in the chat. My speeches are a little bit different here than they are on Tuber Chat when I constantly... I feel myself like in the rhythm talking like I almost like I do, but the speeches are different here because we're just chilling and hanging out. Yeah. But everybody's free to connect. I know most of the people in the chat already know each other. David Dews is Thrill Seeks, but almost everybody here already knows each other. But you can feel free to connect the same way we always do if you'd like to. And yeah, we're so excited for some of these creators to be monetized. And Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures are both at about 850, getting closer to 900. So it's not going to be too long before we're starting to push them up and over. There's Corinne's Life, another dear friend. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes, everybody. Corinne's Life is another dear friend who's also part of the Tuber Chat family as both a member and a moderator. Oh, you know what it is? I think Sam Slog's train some more. It's just because it's Wednesday and the games got postponed. It'll be busier later. When the Raptors start at 8 o'clock, there'll be people coming in probably around 7. Right now it's just mostly people chilling, having dinner and simple things like that. But we like this place. There's Robert Macanasia. That's a mutual friend of both. Well, I met Robert Macanasia through Jeff.
Hey Robert, how you doing, buddy?
He does a lot of live streaming as well. He's come through Tuber Chat many times. So thank you again, everybody, for being here. Yeah, we never know Sam Slog's Trains and More. We have heavy restrictions coming up that are going to knock things back a little bit starting on January the 4th. And you know, we don't know yet, so we'll wait and see, but things are starting to heat up around here, so thank you very much.
Oh, beautiful.
Right here.
Yep.
Thank you.
You guys doing another video?
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
just
live
doing
on YouTube.
for his birthday, right?
Thank
so
you.
thank you so much.
So let's have a look here.
Chuck's Burger, he got.
We'll have a look at the Chuck's Burger. Let me get this gimbal going here. So there's the Chuck's Burger. It's just very basic. Lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle there. We got a Caesar salad. I know is no healthier than fries, but I get it anyway. And here's Jeff's got. What did you get?
Montreal smoked meat sandwich, whatever. It's looks really good. Anyway, I've had these many times. It is so good if I can pick it up there.
Yeah, they put a handful of meat on that.
Green's Life. Awesome. Kevin's going to appreciate that. Thank you so much.
I haven't tried that yet. I'm going to try that. Oh, Corinne's Life, thank you so much for Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that
thank you so much.
a million times.
Beautiful. We got our condiments. There we go.
There's Hilda BC. We were talking about her. She just got monetized, like I was talking about. I was going to. I'm not actually on my own device right now. I'm actually using one of Jeff's. I'm using a tablet to read the chat, but I'm not able. Otherwise, I'll mod you, Hilda, at some point.
There we go.
I might not put anything on this today.
Really? Eh?
Yeah, I get set in my ways when it comes to food and drinks and all kinds of stuff most of the time. But it's interesting, maybe not, that sometimes I'll have like a burger or a hot dog or something simple like that, but won't put anything or much on it. So, good thing that Nightbot is on the case. Thank you, Hilda DC. You don't have to do that.
Geez.
Thank you, everybody, for this generosity.
Big ups, Hilda. That's awesome.
It's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course, but Makeup Mom and Son, thank you so much as well. I really do appreciate this extra generosity. My first mukbang SNC fam, it pretty much is. We've been out before. We went out for Canada Day last year on both of our channels. I think that was the year before, actually. I'm losing track now.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
We've been on, we started 4.5 years ago. When April comes around this year, it will be 5 years finally.
Yeah.
But it's been that long. How young am I? The how-to lady. Well, Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace say that I'm turning today 44. So we'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Which is still probably older than everybody thinks. Past Life Explorer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Purple Tube's been a longtime friend as well. Thank you for coming in. And Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions is somebody I met just in the last few months. Jubber Bruce Love TV, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Have Cheetah Will View as a longtime friend as well. I did an interview on his channel. He interviews a lot of different personalities, but not just from YouTube, like actors, producers, all kinds of different people. And he did a very different kind of interview with me, and that thing got like 600 views. And it's still slowly climbing along. So that was something else.
We might have to get Kevin to do more of these streams once in a while.
Thank you, Hilda DC. I take it much easier than anybody might expect, but we will do more than one today, so thank you for that. And Merry Christmas, yes, to everybody. Thank you, Jubber Bruce TV, for reminding us of that. And Sam Slogs Trains More, thank you for the kind words. See, when I shave a little bit at least, then I get rid of a lot of the white hair. I used to get mad at my hairdresser because I used to tell her, like, why when you used to cut my hair, all the white hair disappeared, and then now it doesn't anymore. But apparently it's not her fault, so that's all right. Jeff gave up a long time ago, so I'm still ahead there.
Yeah.
And he's much younger than me, actually, if you think about that. So here we go, mukbang style.
Delicious. I think they forgot the sauce, but that's it. It's okay.
And napkins.
Yeah. We can never get napkins in any restaurant,
place.
not just one place. Any napkin, any restaurant.
So to give a real review of a place and say, yeah, we like everything and everybody here, everybody might think that we're like, oh, you guys are being biased, okay? But they forget napkins all the time. So we'll have to get their attention and try to get some napkins. We'll wait until he looks. He just walked by.
We'll get
until he looks over. Sorry, I just want to ask you for some napkins. Yeah,
Thanks so much, man.
Did they even give us a
No,
fork and knife?
nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't need it, but
I think they weren't geared up
you
to
do
be
need.
this
Oh,
busy
you need
yet.
it. I'll get. Yeah.
Yeah, I need it for the salad.
I didn't see that. Yep.
Yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Past
I
Life
think you need support
Explorer.
too.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Come on, bro. Use your hands.
Oh yeah, for a salad too. Ace Flaw 1, Andy, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being here. And hopefully everybody is enjoying their holidays. I know it's a very busy time of year, so that's why one of the reasons why I'm just going to do a very quick live today, 1 hour. And I appreciate everybody coming. We'll celebrate, and I really appreciate every moment everybody's spending to celebrate with me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hilda just woke up. Really? What were you doing? I missed Hilda's video today. She did a special shout out for me in her video knowing it was my birthday today, and I really do appreciate that. But we were literally working out in the wind and freezing cold with equipment and stuff, and I wasn't able to be on. Thank you, the how-to lady. I was very lucky. See, what happened, usually, it depends on how...
Perfect.
Thank you. It depends on how the calendar falls. I'm not able to always be here. So this is the first time in a while that Jeff and I have been able to go out like this. But usually I'm at home, and Kristen does something special for me. You know, it'll be dinner and dessert and cake and all kinds of stuff, presents and everything else. And this past weekend, so she did. So we did that on Saturday. So she baked me a cake that was gorgeous. Hopefully you guys saw it on her Instagram. And then baked me a lasagna, because it's my favorite thing. And we had presents and all that stuff. But when I get together with my family for Christmas, my mom's birthday happens to be very close as well. So we kind of have like a big day and do all kinds of stuff all at once. So we'll do that as well. But I do appreciate everybody coming in for this, and Hilda should be fresh and ready to go after a 2-hour nap. The lasagna was delicious. The lasagna that Kristen made this weekend might have been her best one. Now, everything, she's one of these people who everything she does is great in the kitchen. She understands like you know, the spices, the ingredients. And Jeff and I can cook to save our life. Jeff's a better cook than I am. I can cook, but you're not gonna like leave dinner saying that was the best of anything you've ever had.
Thanks, Sam, for stopping in, man. Thank you so much, Sam's. He's taking off. He's got to do some Christmas wrapping.
Sam is a busy guy.
Awesome.
But I do appreciate it. Thank you. And Fanatic Guide, good to see you here. Thank you so much. Fanatic Guide supports on all of my channels. A handful of creators here, like in the chat, do, and I do appreciate that. Fanatic Guide is somebody who was coming into the music channel every day. Mark the Shark, Michael's Adventures, Scratch and PPA, and a lot of other creators for a long time. But like literally every day to make sure that we got those hours. We killed those hours on that channel in the first couple of months. It was crazy.
It is. I don't know why. It's magical. I know it's just a sandwich, but
yeah, and there's a
it's completely
so good.
That's good too.
Average burger.
It's very good.
The interesting thing here at Chuck's, they do this thing where this particular hamburger is only $7 with the fries. If you get fries, I probably jacked it up by another $1.
It used to be $6. It used to be $6.
It was $6 until this year.
Yeah.
When they were closed, and when they reopened, they jumped it to $7. But $7 for a hamburger and fries
Still,
at a restaurant where
you
you're
can't
sitting
get that
down.
in Canada.
Impossible, because those are Canadian dollars, right?
Yeah.
Live mukbang, yeah. Hilda DC will like this the most. She does a lot of mukbang, and she does more challenges than anything else. But Hilda DC knows what it's like to live stream and eat at the same time. We're learning.
Go. That I'm multitasking as always.
Jesse Miller unboxings and more. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. I see I'm
cheers,
gonna have
guys.
to, cheers,
you know what?
Cheers.
Keep it up. You might have to have 2 birthdays. Continuation, part 2.
We're gonna do part 2 on one of Jeff's channels afterwards. So after I cut this off, we'll go over to his. But again, I just want to say that on his other channel, it's a little more adult. The crowd is more adult. The content is usually more adult. So it might not be everybody's thing. Way more upbeat than anything that I do. But thank you so much. Yeah, it's interesting. The state of the world causes us not to be able to do any of the typical things we might have done for birthdays and stuff. Jeff usually has like big parties and all kinds of people around, stuff like that, whether it's out or at home, and wasn't able to do that the last couple of years, right? So
that's a good question there. Have Cheetah asked that you can't get burgers and fries for $7. Typically, no. And in fact, even like, okay, maybe a fast food, you might be able to, like, if we're talking like Wendy's or something like that, you might get $5, $6. But a restaurant quality burger, it just simply does not exist anymore. Chuck's exists still. They're still holding down. There might be some small mama and papa shops, but a burger, like if you go to say, not to point anybody out, but if you go to like Jackass's or anybody else, like it's $20 minimum. $20 for a burger and fries. It doesn't matter where you go. $15 to $20 is your average restaurant. It doesn't matter. That's the average price, and that's okay.
It's gotten like, I know everybody's crying about money all the time. I promise you I do every single day, but it is getting out of control.
Yeah.
So one of Jeff's channels, when I talk about, this is Jeff Lepard, that has the 3 channels that I run with him.
Yeah. It's because of him. He decided that it was time for us to do YouTube. We were sitting on, you've heard this story many times, he's sitting on the couch because we need to be doing this because I have my own personality, he has his own personality. We've both been speaking in public, working at nightclubs. So he just one day said, he pulled out his phone, he goes, just explain step by step what you're doing. And if it's horrible, we won't use it. We'll try it again another day. If it's great, we'll put it up. And YouTube starts today. And I didn't have a choice. He started my first channel And then from then on, it was because of him, because of YouTube. That's how it all began.
And they're all growing, but Jeff has 17,000, like, you know, it's growing now. It's not, I can't say quite 18,000 yet, but it just crossed 17, and it's still moving. The other ones have a bit, but just, pardon me, Jesse Miller, the other channel there is Travel Fun 69. So obviously the name alone tells you that's going to be something a little more. It's not that there's anything wrong. It's a travel channel.
Yeah.
It's just that when Jeff does a live stream, the crowd has a much more different attitude than on my channel. Yeah. So I just want everybody to know what they're getting into before you get over there. But that's one of his 3 channels, and then he has one more that is just for work.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, you guys hear me talk about all the time the idea that if you're going to think about breaking into a second channel, maybe you want to do a series of videos first and then start that channel.
Yeah.
If you go back and you look at my personal one, you'll see a bunch of playlist buddies things that I did before I started Tuber Chat, while I was building it but getting it ready. On Jeff's channel, he has a lot of work videos. That's how we started.
Yeah.
But eventually we said we should split this up because you're doing too many different things, and the work people are going to want to see the work, right? Because some people want to watch that. Go ahead.
So I mean, I have a construction company, but I've been before the construction company, I've been hands-on, like drywall, painting, do yourself. I'm a pretty handy guy. So accidentally got into, you know, security cameras. I wanted Ring security for my house, so I wanted to do it. And so he goes, well, we might as well film it. So those are my top videos on my channel, and anybody can search it and see how I'm doing anyway, using the analytics and TubeBuddy or any of that social, whatever that social blade or whatever that is. But but it's me showing, is not necessarily the product, but the do-it-yourself, showing you how to actually install or do something like that hands-on. It seems to be the most winning niche, and what drives the main channel, anyways. So, but yeah, it's weird how it all I accidentally stumbled into it, accidentally.
It makes sense for Jeff because he is that guy, right? So if I went and started ripping ceiling fans apart and taking refrigerators, you know, we'd be living without refrigerators for weeks because that's not what I do. For me to get an iPhone and set it up, where it really doesn't take any, like, you know, screwdrivers and wrenches and all that kind of stuff, is a little more suitable. But Jeff can fix most of the stuff. Now, I learned from him. We do home renovations and stuff like that, but he would lead in that case always. But that's what you find over there. Kristen is right. When I whine about how the prices of everything are going up, that's a literally true story. Our P.O. box was $15 a month, right? That's the reason I got it. So I have a P.O. box, but it's actually at a storage company because they do it cheaper. And they don't charge you based on the size of the packages that come in or the number of packages. They don't charge holding or anything. But I got a notice not too long ago that said the charge was going to go up from $15 to $20. I said, holy smokes, man. Okay, yeah, it's only $5, but let's think about the math here. You just raised the price of my box 33%. So is your staff making 33% more? Do the electricity bills
yeah,
go up?
How does it go up that much?
Because when I show up, it looks the same. You know what I mean? But this is the way of the world right this second. So
remember the restaurant that posted the note on the door, like literally saying we have to. I can't believe they actually did that.
We had minimum wage here in Ontario.
Three years ago?
If you ever want to hear my minimum wage speech, you'll fall off your chair, because I'm going to tell you that minimum wage like 2 years ago should have been $30 an hour by now. And I'll show you. I can show you someday why. But when I whine about that, it's been way under for a long, long time. And they moved it to $14 an hour a while back. So one of Jeff's favorite restaurants, we go often, has a sign on the door.
Not says, my favorite restaurant. It was my second favorite restaurant. It's right close to my house. Hence why we don't go there anymore. But yeah.
So now we don't go because of this. But they put a sign on the door that said, because minimum wage has gone up, and that's affecting us so bad, we have to raise our prices. What did they say, $3 a plate?
Oh, yeah.
Or like something like that?
It was unreal.
So if the average table has 3 people, and you got to raise it $3 a plate, that's $9 per sitting. Most people sit for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We can count how many staff there are here. That math doesn't add up.
Completely gouging, yeah.
I don't think that in its, and I'm not saying I'm right. You know how I defend everything I say. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying it seems a little bit excessive to me when you're saying because you got to pay an extra $1 an hour to your employees, now you got to raise $3 a plate on everybody.
It's great. I finished mine. Usually I'm slow because I'm talking too much, but him and I got a lot in common with that way. We can talk 4 hours. Literally 4 hours we can talk. So
you'd be surprised. I'll laugh when TubeBuddy goes over 2.5 to 3 hours. Jeff's sometimes. What's your longest?
My longest was 15.5-hour stream nonstop. It was actually before I was streaming on my construction channel. It was stream, go to work, stream the grocery store, stream the barbecue, and stream after this. It was the longest thing I ever done. I'm not saying it it wasn't worth it or it wasn't. It was it just took a lot of time, a lot of power out of you, a lot of energy. But it's good that I can do it if I have to do it. But wow.
I thought he was going to say 8 hours. Even I forget.
15.5 hours, and it didn't register, of course, because YouTube only registers up to 12 hours. Wow. I must say the beer is going down quite smooth, and of course, if you've ever seen us on anything, you're seeing us now, or if you've seen us in the past on the Canada Day stream that we had on Kevin's channel too, you always know that unless we're drinking Coronas or we're drinking something else, I'm always drinking the bigger glass or more than Kevin.
Always.
Yes.
I always have him. Now, the funniest, so imagine this. We're sitting here right now. Jeff has live streamed well over, I'm sure it's over 100 times now, right? In the different channels. It's got to be well over 100 times. So we mention here one particular stream, and what happens in the chat? Scratch and Pete says that was an epic stream because he was there.
Yeah, of course.
Scratch and Pete is everywhere all the time.
It wouldn't be the same if you weren't there now. Shoot.
Jesse Miller Unboxings and More says they do a main premiere on Sundays but are liking the view boost, so you want to premiere all or most of your videos when appropriate. I feel that if your channel's ready for premieres, and I used to say 500 subscribers, but with the TubeBuddy family, we seem to be able to, get into those a little bit earlier now. But if you're liking the premieres already, then I recommend premiering almost every video. While I say that though, I don't do that on every single channel. We don't premiere any of Jeff's videos at all. We never have. So even with his massive subscriber numbers in comparison to, let's say, mine, he doesn't get the same turnout for a premiere because he hasn't done them. As the crowd starts to get used to the idea that he will premiere, maybe they will do better, but we've held off for a long time. But I'm a huge fan of premieres, and the reason why is because if you have a 10-minute video and you release that video, what gives you a better chance of having more views in the first 10 minutes? A premiere or just releasing it? The answer is almost always a premiere. However, I know what it's like to do a premiere and have nobody show up, and I don't wish it on anybody. So it can be demoralizing and everything else. So if you're ready, especially if you do live streams and you have people showing up to your live streams, that's fine. A lot of us know what it's like to do a video or a live stream and have one person there and sit there for the longest time. Have Cheetah Will View came into one of my live streams where I sat there and looked at a sunrise, and that went on for an hour to an hour and a half, and I forget how many people were there. All in all, there could have been about 10, maybe 15 if I was lucky. Have Cheetah Will View was there the whole time. And, we all have people in our channels and things that are like that, and I'm grateful for that. But if you like premieres, then I recommend doing it almost always, and I recommend pumping the timer up to 5 minutes, because you got more chance for more people to come in. But again, everybody's got to make their own decisions, right? A lot of your friends keep apologizing for missing.
Big ups, Jeanette's Corner. Thanks for popping in here, and thanks for the super chat for Kevin.
Oh, did I miss one?
No, she just says I think she's gonna.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Jeanette's Corner. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's doing spectacularly right now, and she's been with me a long, long time. And then, yeah, you're always gonna have people that are gonna miss. If you follow your analytics and are able to possibly go with the time that YouTube tells you most people are on, you have the chance of most people hitting it. But you know, everybody runs into the same thing. Your entire audience just can't be there for every premiere. It's a tiny, tiny fraction. When I tell everybody, for instance, in Tuber Chat, we're still growing, and it's now over 3,200 subscribers, but there's still only 100 people in the chat, because not everybody can be there. They just can't. Even if all 3,200 people saw that Tuber Chat was on, they just can't be there, right? So. It's tough. We have to be grateful for our we have to be grateful for what we have. I know that sounds idealistic. We say it a lot around, especially times like this, Christmas and this and that, but it's true, you know. And it's not that people want to play favorites either. People have guilt over like not following your videos. That, you know, I'm afraid that there might be people that don't show up because they feel so bad about not showing up enough, or you know, not appearing. And I never want anybody to feel that way.
Connecting.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Thanks for connecting. I see that there. Thank you so much.
Flaw 1, yeah. Travel Fun 69 is Jeff's other channel. Everybody in the chat can feel free to connect if you'd like to. Jeff doesn't typically connect the way that we do. So Jeff is like what we would call an extended member of the Tuber Chat family.
Yeah, things have changed. In fact, I've got probably about 500 comments, no joke, that I need to put some time in to answer it. But once I get caught up, then I'll really be caught up. But I've fallen behind so bad from like over a year ago. It's literally it's that bad. It's going to take me about a month to get caught up to the comments, probably the month of January, and then I should be good, caught up by February anyway.
So if you'd like to connect with Travel Fun 69, you can feel free, and he'll get back to you sometime this summer.
So I got PayPal. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing, Jesse Miller, but where everybody's in the same boat. We just handle the conversations differently. That's something I couldn't even provide an answer for, right? I know I always go back to Tuber Chat, right? Because it's the thing I do the most right now. But I get at least one apology a week for somebody saying, you know, sorry I missed the streams, or sorry I couldn't be there, and well, it's okay. Derek's Journey, thank you for coming in. Thank you again, everybody, for the happy birthdays. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, Kristen's asking Pete if he's off the chocolate high. We went to that town, Niagara-on-the-Lake, specifically. We know Scratch and Pete is a chocolate lover, and we sent a couple things around to the Tuber Chat moderators. And Scratch and Pete got some chocolate that was picked out unique for him. And we went to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Company that's out there. And
oh, Kristen, thanks for the thanks for making cookies. If he left any more on the table, they would have been like demolished. I haven't had the home baked cookies and stuff like that. Like, obviously I don't eat it all the time, and nobody's baking for me, but whenever they do obviously come to the house time to time, oh yeah, I do eat them, but it's hard to have a break on them, so like I can't stop myself from eating them, so they're so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very lucky. Kristen did some baking a couple of weeks ago. She might be back at it again. I have barely baked in my life, right? I used to do a lot as a teenager because we learned in school,
Yep.
and you know, just for myself, I bake a cake or cookies or something around the house. But as an adult, I hadn't baked very much ever.
Yeah, I'll do another one, sure. Yep.
She, Kristen, bakes often. She'll just wake up one day and say, like, I feel like baking. For me, it would be an all-day event. I would have to plan for days, if not a week, but she just does it whenever she feels like it, which is interesting. So I'm very, very lucky that way. Hilda DC, thank you so much. You don't have to keep doing that, Hilda. I really do appreciate that. But thank you.
Nice.
Very much appreciated. Absolutely unnecessary, of course. Excuse me, my goodness.
Poppin' champagne. Well, I wonder, what is your choice of drink? Actually, I don't even know this. On a New Year's Eve celebration.
Oh.
What would be your, are you cracking wine with Kristen? Are you popping champagne? What do you guys do?
There's only one answer to that question. I wait 364 days a year for Spumante Bambino.
And of course, we've had those in the clubs many, many, many times, year after year after year. Mm-hmm. Those bottles pop, they go flying in the clubs. It's crazy. Yeah.
That's how it started, right?
Yeah.
So to say it the right way, it's not the most expensive champagne or sparkling wine or whatever you want to call it in the world. So what they did is they have the nightclubs here in Toronto would buy cases and cases and cases of little ones that only have like barely 2 glasses in it. I forget what they used to charge.
350 mils or something like that. I don't know what they are.
Really, really small.
Yeah.
And so they're just meant for one person to have at New Year's. You know, maybe 2 people to share 1 glass. That's it, right? But because I was DJing, Jeff and I both worked in clubs forever. We've known each other at least 15 years. We lost count now.
Yeah.
But I used to like go crazy over the fact that we'd have those things at that time, and it was such a big thing. It brings nostalgia for me. I think it's hilarious to always look forward to that, and I actually like it. So you can laugh all you want, but I like this stuff. What are you gonna do when New Year's comes then?
Well, you know, I don't know what's going on. There is we do have a hotel booked downtown, but since the whole curfews and everything going on, I don't know what's going on. We're still keeping the hotel. We have until next week to decide what's going on, but not really sure. I'll probably ring in the New Year's with a Corona, my guess. I don't know, unless we're getting some champagne. I don't know. I don't think I've done that, but I would.
My nephew,
celebratory champagne.
My nephew's gonna come for the weekend.
Thank you so much. Wow,
when
look
it's
at that.
Years. There you go.
Somehow something magically happened.
Now you see
Happy
the different
birthday.
sizes of our glasses here. So Jeff's on number 2 and I'm on number 1.
You see me right through it. Look at this. Whoa. Cheers.
Yes, and Kristen and I, Spumante Bambino made an extra appearance this year for our sixth anniversary. And then she's made macaroons, she says. So now I still don't know because I haven't attempted it and I never have paid attention enough to watch the whole process. But apparently making macaroons is no joke. And you see them everywhere. But Kristen makes them, and that's what I'm talking about. She really knows what she's doing. So thanks everybody for hanging out for our Mukbang birthday bash extravaganza.
Absolutely.
Now you might wonder to yourself as well, is Kevin eating a salad with his hamburger today to try to make us think that he thinks that it's actually healthier than eating the fries? No, I know it's not. But it's lighter because Jeff and I are planning to still be here for another hour. We're going to switch to his channel in a while. I'm going to probably hit this guy up for a pound of wings just to make the bill as high as we can for today.
And I would definitely nibble on some wings too as well. So and there's no such thing as price tags anyway today. It doesn't even matter. Yeah.
But I can't eat as much as some people can eat. I look like I can, but I can't.
Tell them, and with that you just said that, tell them the story. You know what's funny? When we always go to a Vietnamese restaurant, or anywhere really, but specifically pho. When we go to for Vietnamese, if you've never had that, it's a big monster or not monster bowl of pho noodles and chicken, beef, whatever you want. Very good, and I really do recommend it if you haven't tried it. But whenever we go, I always get the extra large one, and he always gets the small. I don't know what it is, but every time the server comes, they put the small one in front of me and the big one in front of this man.
I don't understand it either. I can't figure that out.
Like,
we have to correct
I don't
them
get
every
that.
time. Yeah.
But I mean, everybody knows the small, thin, like small guys are the ones that are going to win the eating competition. You ever seen the eating competitions on TV and stuff like that? Like guys eating 100 hot dogs. It's always the anorexic person.
My sister is like this. As far as I understand, she can eat anything she wants. Michael's Adventures, who we all know as part of the Tuber Chat family, is somebody who I haven't seen him yet well enough to know. But he says like he can just eat anything and it doesn't matter. That guy sometimes grills multiple steaks per day. I can't do it. I eat a reasonable amount of food, and that's it. I just can't do much more than that. Hilda, your comments are getting deleted. Oh, it's probably because I have the same. Banned words list here that I have in Tuber Chat, which is tuned up way too tight. It could just be for a message, or it could be that I've got the emoji thing turned up, because I noticed there's not a lot of emojis in the chat, so maybe it's knocking out any messages with more than 2 or 3 emojis.
It's happened on my channel too. I've had to delete about 20 or 30 words that like technically are not bad, but they could, you know what, like one of those words that could be used in a phrase that could be bad but aren't bad if you're using it in the proper phrase. There's many words like that, so I've had to release a couple words off the list. But it was the list is just YouTube recommended list. That's why. Yeah.
Every time I get trolled, I take whatever they say and I go back in and I add all the words. So scam artist, idiot.
Oh man, no. Oh damn.
All that kind of stuff.
What you want more?
Want
all
more
you said was
cookies.
I want more. Oh, okay.
That's funny.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, Hilda. I'll have to look and see if there's something wrong. Maybe I've got one of the robots set too tight on spam filters. And you see I got slow mode on again and all that good stuff. But thank you everybody again for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna we're gonna go just for a few more minutes, but I did say I was just gonna stream for an hour. So what we're gonna do is Jeff's gonna start streaming after, and we'll do another hour, but it will be probably the tone of the chat will be a little bit different than
Totally
here.
different, yeah.
It's not that's bad or anything like that, but when we talk about like my channel is so unbelievably family friendly, let's say, and you know, Tuber Chat, we do have people of all ages in there, so the conversation could turn a little different.
Luckily, I haven't had any trolls on my channel for quite some time, but in the very beginning stages, believe me, I experienced trolling.
I had a couple too. A couple of trolls from his channel, if you could believe this, ended up following me and then going to 2 of our Tuber Chat people afterwards. Individual people, individual times, but still, I was like, you know what? That's like really...
It's unreal.
So I'm always careful. And yes, Jesse Miller on Travel Fun 69. That'll be the channel that we're gonna go on. It'll probably be fine, and I'm making much more of a big deal about it than I need to. I haven't been on there in a while. I've been staying off of his stuff for a long time.
It's been safe for months and months and months, but anything can change at any time. But yeah, I've been blessed for the last 5, 6, 7 months. I haven't had any issues. Which is shocking, but yeah.
I have to wonder if my dentist would ever watch. I just went to the dentist on Monday night. I'm already like ripping through all this. You would think after a dental cleaning you might take it easy and eat nothing but celery and apples for a couple of days and drink water, but But again, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I hope everybody's Christmas season is working out okay. I know it can be a very busy time. Surprisingly, I was even in a store yesterday. We have a franchise or whatever chain, whatever you want to call it. It's called Shoppers Drug Mart. Started as a pharmacy, but they've broken into a little bit of groceries. They even sell Xbox games and stuff. Not quite like Target or anything like that, but anyway, they got a bit of everything. A lot of Christmas stuff. And I went in there yesterday, pardon me, and I was surprised to see that everything wasn't sold out. All the Christmas stuff that you would expect, all the chocolate, candy, gift packs, shelves are full. And I was really shocked because I thought people are probably gonna buy much more this year to make up for last year, because they recommended to all Canadians, like, don't have Christmas last year, and my family did not. So we did something in the summer to make up for that. But now, because we don't know what to expect for next year, I figured everybody's gonna double up. But I've been wrong about a lot of things when it comes to predicting the future over the last 2 years. And then thank you so much, Jesse Miller. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes again. Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate every moment you can spend. I just wanted to do a quick live stream because I know, like I said, it's a very busy time. Lots of YouTubers are going live and doing premieres and videos and all kinds of stuff right now. Vlogmas is still in full effect. For those creators that are making it through Vlogmas, something Jeff and I would never attempt. There's too much work. I don't know if we can pull it off.
Every day, well, have to be in the winter anyway. Carl in the house. How you doing, Carl?
Oh, Carl Ebsen. Carl Ebsen actually comes out working with us. He does other things. He's a fantastic sales type of person, much more, I don't know, executive suited than some of the stuff that we do. But he comes out with us and sells for Jeff's construction company often. So we often get to hang out in the truck uncomfortably and have sing-alongs while we head between job sites and things like that. Hilda keeps making the joke that I'm turning 20.
20, I know. He is.
It's okay. We always joke, right? Everybody jokes with their birthday as we're adults. We're all like, oh, I can't believe I'm getting older, and this and that. But I look at it a different way. I really do. So the older that I've gotten, especially after I got to about 40, I realize how young we all are. And, I'm well into my 40s now. It's almost over. But I'm really feeling a lot, as you would imagine, feeling a lot younger than I think it seems that everybody typically would for my age, but I'm sure everybody figures that anyway already. So that was all right, but I'm gonna chill for another few minutes. I'm not gonna order anything else until we get over onto the other channel. But we'll head over there now. So if anybody wants to go over there, go ahead. I'm not going to bother with links and stuff like that. It's Travel Fun 69. Again, it's a little bit different on that channel. It's probably fine. We're probably just going to hang out for another hour. Yeah. But I haven't seen a lot of Jeff's people in a little while, so I'm going to head over there. It's fun to just go and celebrate and hang out because people see us so often in work modes, or they see us separated and not always together. So like I tell everybody, it's fun to collaborate sometimes, right? It can expand your audience, as we're seeing right now. Yep. So finding happiness in all you do, thank you for coming in. And thank you everybody for being here. I really do appreciate every moment that you spent. And I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Hopefully everybody's ready and having a Merry Christmas. For those of you who are waiting for Tuber Chat for this weekend, we won't be here on Saturday. So this week will be Friday at a different time, and then Sunday and Monday, but I will put up Friday's live stream late Thursday night so that you can plan if you need to. But thank you everybody for the time that you spent.
Thanks everybody for hanging out for Kevin's birthday, man. Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. One more time. Happy birthday, sir.
Thanks, buddy.